So just ordered the weighted vest because my resting heart rate is about 43, and when I'm walking around the block, my heart rate hardly ever gets up over 80. And for working out and everything, I would prefer my heart rate to be 120 to 130. So if I can walk and get my heart rate up to 120, 130, I actually get some benefit out of the walk instead of what it is. So I ordered this weighted vest. I'll put the link below. I've got a 100-pound weighted vest, and it's not that it's totally 100 pounds. You can obviously adjust the weights and all that stuff. So it came in 3 boxes. So this is nice. So it's these little weighted blocks. They're like, those are steel or metal or something. So you got a whole bunch of these that you can load up in your vest. And this box has a lot. Let's see how many's in this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Looks like 18 of these in one box. They feel like they're about maybe a pound or 2. Here's the actual vest that they go in. Oh, and this thing's already heavy. This thing must have weight. Wait a second. This already has weights in it. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Alright, this is crazy. So, here's the vest. And it's apparently already filled with weights. Because it is heavy. Alright, so it's got some weights. Doesn't look like all the weights. The cap, that's who makes it. I guess it goes this way. Alright, so okay, so these are big. Ooh, okay, so these are big weights here. These weigh, looks like, feels like about 2 pounds on these. And then, so, pretty simple so far. Goes there. Okay, then I can load up these other pockets with the other weights. Alright, so the vest comes in 2 pieces. I guess you have to put that together in a little bit. And then, oh my goodness, another box filled with all these little weights. So there's a lot of, oh, we got some big chunking weights. This one has the thick weights and the thinner weights. So, alright, let's put it together and see what it feels like and how it looks. And then I'll go for a mile walk later without it, and then a mile walk with it, and compare the heart rates and see if we accomplished our goal. Okay, so there's 23 2.8 pound blocks, that's the big ones, and there's 23 1.5 pound blocks, that's the little ones. So add all that up, it's roughly 100 pounds. So putting the vest together, the 2 pieces, seems pretty straightforward. You got a back and a front. Looks like you just lay one over the other, line the Velcro up, put these back, line your Velcro up, and then you've got this piece that it looks like it'll go through the loops here, I'm assuming, and then just up so you have the extra thing. Assume that's the way it goes, and then you load up your weights, put it on, and you'll have 2 buckles on the side, it looks like. Okay, so the 2 straps pull out from the sides. And then we'll come over here, go through a little loop, and looks like it goes the other way. Okay, we'll figure that out. So after playing around and adjusting it a little bit, in the video showing it, so that strap that goes up, put it underneath the other ring there, so you just a little more safety so it doesn't fly off or anything like that. So right now I've got it loaded up with 60 pounds. So underneath this, there's 2 more layers where you can put more weights, 2 more rows of weights. So that's 4 rows on the front and 4 rows on the back for the weights. So it holds, 100 pounds worth of weights. It's a lot. So, all right. So I got it loaded up with 40 pounds of weights. There are so many more spots you can put more weight on this. I still have still have all those weights left over. That's a lot of weights. So mine is 40 pounds. I'm going to walk a mile without it, measure the heart rate, and then do the exact same course again, and walk a mile with it and see how the heart rate is. Feels kind of like 40 might be starting a little too much. The suggestion I go with 60, which is like, I forgot what percentage of my body weight that is. But anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so Mork and I are going to go walk a mile, no vest. I do have a heart rate strap on that pairs up with my Garmin. Typically, whenever my resting heart rate's around 43, my max heart rate's around 170. I have no problem exercising and get my heart rate up and all that. It goes down real fast, but it's just when I'm sitting around, it's just 43. So right now, for instance, my heart rate is 64, and Mork and I are starting our walk. I don't anticipate it getting over 80, but we'll see. Mork, while we're doing our walk, Morky, say hi. Walking companion, so we do 2 miles every day. So we're just going to do 1 mile without the vest, and then I'm going to put the vest on and walk another mile and see how that heart rate does. I'll check back in with you. All right, so we're about 1/10 of a mile into it. Heart rate 77. Mork's already done his business, so we should be able to at least keep a 20-minute pace. I usually do about a 17-minute pace while I'm walking, but I'm just going to keep it a nice, easy 20 today to try and give it some good effects. Heart rate is at 79, and so I'm logging this with my Garmin, and I'll be able to post the entire graph of the before and after with the weighted vest. All right, we just hit a 1/4 mile. Heart rate is 81. I'm doing an 18-minute pace right now. I'm trying to slow that down a little bit. Morky's doing his thing. All right, got about 1/10 of a mile to go. Heart rate's at 103. It did shoot up to 110 for just a brief hair. So yeah, not loving it. Definitely not recommending this for maybe when it's cooler, but yeah, definitely is not fun on the shoulders. Okay, we just hit the 1/2 mile mark. Starting to sweat a little bit here. Heart rate's 104, so not what I was hoping for. I was hoping for the 110s, 115, somewhere around there. I mean, I could always pick up the pace for that. Ain't gonna lie though, this thing is not fun to wear. It's killing my shoulders. All the weight is on my shoulders. I need some kind of belt or something near my waist to maybe it could rest on. I think that's what I did in the Marine Corps. You have all those packs and everything. Have a cartridge belt you can rest it on. Take some of the weight off and puts it on your hips instead of your shoulders. So heart rate 103, pace 1840, 30 minutes in, 1.56. So moving along, checking in a little bit. All right, so made it back home. 1 mile round trip. Let's see, we're getting ready to hit 1 mile, 0.99. The time is 19:57, 58. Well, wait for that 1 mile. All right, there we go. 1 mile, 20 minutes. So it's exactly the pace I was wanting to do. Heart rate is, I'm going to pause this. Heart rate's 92 right now. It's the highest it's been for the whole walk. I'm going to take about a 5-10 minute break. 10-minute break, put on the vest, and do the same trip without the dog this time, keeping the same pace, and see how we do. All right, resuming our 1 mile. Heart rate currently 74. This is the vest. It's 40 pounds. We've got a bunch of weights in the front, a bunch of weights in the back. So we'll see. Feel like I'm back in Afghanistan a little bit. It's definitely heavier than our, we had a, not the Sappy plates. I don't know, Sappy plates. I don't remember what they were, but we had this one big MTV thing that sucked. And then we had a lighter one that similar to this. I'm pretty sure this could stop a bullet pretty easy. All right, so just starting out, heart rate's already in the 80s. Well, let's check in a little bit. All right, so we're 1/10 of a mile into it. Kind of regretting my life choices right now. 40 pounds is a lot. Heart rate's at 90, so it's already increasing. We'll see what it is by the end and at the halfway mark and all that. So, all right, so we're at 0.2 miles into this, and the heart rate's already just broke 100. So it's definitely working, walking with a weighted vest to increase your heart rate. Doing about the exact same pace that I was doing when I had my Morkie with me. All right, final home stretch, 1.98 miles. Heart rate is, it said 100, it was just 110. So I don't know, sometimes I look at it and it like switches because I guess I'm conscious of it or something. 1.99, there's 2 miles. Okay, that last one was an 18 minute pace because I didn't have Morkie with me. It was 18 something, but I'll upload the results, show you how big of a difference it was between having it on and having it off. One thing's for sure, definitely sweat. Sweat a lot more with the vest on. Oh, it feels so good to get it off. I do not wear my hat like that. It's just because I took the thing off. All right, let's upload some data.